Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Final 4 by DJV. So let's go over the rules because they're kind of interesting. So in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box, we are going to be placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. That's standard 6x6 Sudoku rules. Additionally, we have these blue lines in the grid. These are region sum lines. You may have done these before. So what you do is you look at every box that the line occupies, and you look at the lines on those boxes. And I'm just going to color it all completely differently. So every segment of the line that I colored as it occupies each box has the same sum as each other. So if we sum the 2 blue cells, it's the same as the 2 orange cells, same as the 2 purple cells, same as the 2 green cells. But the sum may be different on a different line. So like these yellow cells and these blue cells can have different sums. They don't have to have the same sum. But the yellow cells and these purple cells, for example, do have to have the same sum. All right, so that's region sum lines. Additionally, we have these colored circles in columns 1 and column 6. So we have 2 blues here, 2 reds here, and we have 2 purples here and 2 greens here. And what we do is we take the larger digit of these two, say these 2 red ones, we take the larger digit and that's filled here. So if this was, say, 3 and 5, 5 is the larger digit of the 2 reds in this column, so we put a 5 here. So that's it. Those are the rules. Kind of an interesting rule there. And there's a link in the description if you'd like to try it yourself. Highly recommend you do. And I'm going to get started right now. All right, so I noticed that these two can't be the same, right? So there's no way this is the larger of the two. So these two are the same digit. I'm going to mark that in purple. And then same thing here. These two can't be the same. So these two are the same digit. Let's mark that in blue. And then similarly, these two are the same digit. We can mark that in purple, although they could be the same as blue. Oh, I already used purple. We'll make that yellow. And then these two are the same. We'll make that orange. But we do need to keep in mind that some of these could be the same as others. But what it does mean is that like this is less than this. That's something we need to keep in mind. This sum can't be that big. It can only be as high as 8 because we have a 2 on it. So if the whole row sums to 21, what is the max these two could add to? It's 11. So these need to add to at least 5, I guess. It makes sense because you need the number that there's 2 ways to add to. So this could be anywhere between 5 and 8. We do know this yellow cell actually goes here. We do know the orange goes up here. We know that this purple goes down here, and we know the blue goes up here. So let's mark that for reasons. So what is it that we're supposed to figure out here? How many ways are there to add to 8? Because we can't do 1 7, so we can only do 2 5 and... Sorry, we can only do 2 6 and 3 5. So this is the lower of these two, and it can't be 1. So this is at least 3. This is the lower of these two, and it also can't be 1. So this is at least 3. So these add to at least 7, right? So why am I saying at least 3? At least 2. Oh no, because, okay, so this is lower than this. So if this was a 2, this would have to be at least 3, right? So, but that's true of both of these. So this is at the very least a 3-4 pair. I don't think that's enough to do anything with, though. This is the larger of these two. So it's also at least 3. So I'm actually I'm gonna put in all of these 3, 4, 5, 6. Very hard to read on this blue. I'm gonna try, if I get rid of that blue and I make it like a gray maybe, it's not that much easier to read, is it? I'm sorry about the readability of this one. Red maybe? It's the circle. Okay, so this can't be 4. So the 1 here goes on the region subline. So now we know that the region subline has a 1 on it. So it actually can't be 8 anymore. So we're either 5, 6, or 7. But it can't be 5 because 1, 4 is out. So it's 6 or 7. So this is either 1, 5, or 1, 6. We know there's a 2 over here because none of these can be 2. And so for 6 or 7, we're going to have 2, 4 or 2, 5. This is 4 or 5. Okay, this can't be 1 because, again, it's the larger of these two. So this one looks up, placing a 1 here. That places a 1 in one of these. Actually, the 1 looks over, so that places a 1 there. Again, these are from 3, 4, 5, 6 because neither of these can be 1. So these can't be 4. So these are all from 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna mark it. We might as well mark it. So the question is, where's 1 in this column? This 1 takes it out of these two, and none of these other ones can be 1. So the 1 goes here with a 5, 6. This one goes with a 5, 6 as well. So this can't be a 5, 6 pair, for what it's worth. Neither can this. This can't be a 5, 6 pair. There's a 2 on here with a 4, 5. I feel like there's something going on with that, but I'm not entirely sure what. So the 2 here means that there's no 2 here. And there's a 2 over here somewhere. Okay, so if this was 5, this would be 6. Is that a problem? I don't see it as a problem. This would be 4 and 5. No, wait, hold on. 5, 6. No, never mind. I don't know why I thought that would be 4, 5, but it wouldn't be. But it's not a problem. What am I missing here? I think I can probably place the last 1. Yeah, I can place it here. So that 1 goes with a 5, 6. Still haven't figured out the sum. This one goes with a 5, 6. So there's a 2 over here with a 4, 5. Okay, so there's a 2 here, and there's a 2 here. So we're going to ask where 2 goes in this column, and we're going to see that it's only here. So that 2 goes with a 4, 5. Let's just fill. I don't know. I don't really want to pencil all these. I think I colored too much. This is getting hard to scan. I'm not sure it's useful to have these colors at the very least. Let's see. 3's on one of these two for the box. And also here, so none of these can be 3, and that's going to help a lot, because that's 5, which makes that a 6, because it has to be bigger. I was just talking about how that could happen. That's a 2, 4 pair, so this can't be 4 or 5. Okay, we can just follow our red marks for a bit. It's kind of hard to read the markings on these circles, but that 3 is there, that's a 2, that's a 6. I could have transported that. This is finishing, though. That's a 3, that's a 3, that's a 2, because it has to be smaller. That's 4 and 2, that's a 5. This is whatever's left for the box, which is a 6. We have 2. 2's are out of there. This 4, 5 pair. 5 pair means that's a 6, that's a 6. 5 and 5. We get 4 and 5. That's a 3. That's a 3. I need 4 and 6 left. That's 6 and 4, and we have the correct solution. All right, cool. Nice puzzle, DJV. The constraint was interesting because it ended up just becoming like a clone plus a less than. But but it was interesting to think about that logic right at the start and realize what it actually meant. So kind of cool. You do encounter weird constraints like that in Sudoku, so a nice introduction to just like reading the weird rules, thinking about it, and figuring out what the actual consequences are. So pretty neat. And of course, if you enjoyed this content, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.